Hello everyone and a warm welcome to Ericsson's Mobile World Congress 2024 live broadcast. My name is Cecilia Attevall, heading up marketing, and with me here today I have President and CEO of Ericsson, Mr. Börje Ekholm. Great to be here with you today.
Thanks, Cecilia. It's great to be here at Mobile World Congress again.
Thank you, and I really look forward to these days and also this conversation with you. First of all, I've been thinking about the journey that we're on and the digitalization that we see all around us. And we have evolved our vision, but I really want to explore what's next. So if you look ahead into 5-10 years into the future, what do you envision?
It's really exciting 5-10 years coming. We see some acceleration of some major trends. So think about the energy transition. Think about how will we deliver healthcare services in the future or government services. We'll automate industries in a very different way. Of course, this will lead to some new demanding use cases. Just think of the convergence of the physical world and the digital world in real time using digital twins. We'll for sure have drones flying out of line of sight and we can maneuver them safely. But we'll have other, for sure, this is going to be exciting, right?
Yeah.
And we'll see some other things going on where we collect massive amounts of data and all of that being processed in the cloud and AI. So I think what we see here is a convergence of trends. We see the AI, we see the cloud, and we see mobility converging. And as I see it, mobile connectivity will actually be the critical underpinning to scale cloud and AI very fast. And this will put demands on the networks, will require ubiquitous coverage, high performance, flexible and programmable networks. That's what this is all about, and that's a new era we're entering where 5G plays a big role. Because 5G has new features like speed, latency, quality of service, location, and all of that will actually be used for enterprise digitalization. I think this is exciting.
It is exciting. And one of the key aspects of future networks that we have been talking about in Ericsson is around openness. So I also think that is a major shift in our industry, and I would really like to understand from your perspective how you see we help our customers on that journey.
Yeah, well, as you say, the network architecture will change. It will over time become horizontal and cloud-based. That's no doubt. And of course, the way I think about it is like the network will become a cloud. That's to offer cloud economics, but also cloud agility when you provide new services. Of course, in this world, we will also see vendor diversity in horizontal layers or across the layers. But the path to achieving cloud-based programmable networks will look a bit different. It will depend on starting point, but will also depend on priorities our customers have. The important thing here is we will support our customers whether they go through a vertical integrated stack or go directly to a horizontal architecture. So we will invest in both the vertical stack as well as the horizontal architecture to make sure that we can offer the best hardware and software solutions. And if we look, we're already on this journey. We have more than 1 million radios installed that are hardware prepared for openness. And you saw also the announcement a few weeks, or now it's a few months ago, with AT&T, where we're a key partner of rolling out Open RAN across the United States. They choose us because we provide the type of best solutions, the most innovative solutions, and that's why we are honored to be a key partner with them.
We recently had the opportunity to talk to Chris Sambar, Executive Vice President of AT&T Networks, about their openness journey and how they look to the future. So let's look at what Chris had to say.
At AT&T, we've been on a journey towards an open network for several years now. We started in the core backbone of our network, on the wireline side of the network, and started to move out towards the edges. And now we've really started tackling the wireless side of the network. And we're really excited to be doing that in partnership with Ericsson over a deal that it took us many months to negotiate, but we think we've got a great opportunity ahead of us to open up the ecosystem, open up our network, and in partnership with Ericsson, do some really neat and innovative things for the industry.
What does this development mean for the industry as a whole?
We all know that Open RAN has been on the drawing board for many years, and we have yet to see a major wireless brownfield operator really attack Open RAN and go after it. And we think we have the opportunity to do that now in partnership with all of you at Ericsson. So we're really excited about the opportunity ahead to show not only the United States, but the entire world how to take a brownfield network at scale and transition it over to O-RAN and realize all of the benefits to an open network around innovation, creativity, new service opportunities. So we're really excited to be on this journey with all of you.
Thank you. What did we do to kickstart the work with the ecosystem?
Both sides wanted to make sure that we got to a place where we could get a fast start in 2024. That's exactly what we've done. So we've got a lot of the designs out to the field for the rip and replace. We're working with your team at Ericsson together to get all of that work done. Simultaneously, we're working on all of the Open RAN, starting with Cloud RAN and then moving to top of tower with O-RAN. So the recent announcement by the NTIA on the Innovation Lab, we think that's going to kickstart it as well. And I want to talk for just 1 second on why Ericsson, because obviously there's a number of RAN vendors in the ecosystem, I'll call them, but the one that's our partner and the one that we really have a tight relationship with, we have an incredible respect for your research and development, the products that you develop, and most importantly, the people on your team. Just terrific relationships, foundational, that have been here for 10, 20, 30 years. Tight partnerships between our team, and we knew as we were moving through this deal and deciding who we were going to select, we knew that the people at Ericsson, they do what they say they're going to do, they execute on what they say they're going to execute on, and they develop great products, great software. You're just a phenomenal company. And we're really excited to be working with you on this project, and really that's what tipped the balance in your favor. So congratulations. We're really excited to be taking this Open RAN journey with you, and we look forward to great things to come because we're going to show the world how a brownfield operator builds an Open RAN network at scale with a very close partner, Ericsson.
So interesting to hear from the perspective of AT&T and how they're building their network across the US. Another super exciting market, of course, is India. So let's look at that together. What do you see happening there?
India is really a forward-leaning country where they're putting 5G at the heart, on the center of digitalization. I would say India is rolling out 5G networks at a pace that's unprecedented. And they have built a very strong network and actually building networks that are among the best in the world. I think we're just at the beginning of a very exciting journey in India. So this will help drive digitalization. We see fixed wireless access rolled out very quickly, but we're going to see new applications being developed by entrepreneurs in India, where they also leverage the capabilities of the network. So I think where we are now is just at the beginning of a very exciting journey in India.
We recently heard from one of our customers in India about the amazing journey that India is on with 5G. So let's now turn to the video with Matthew Oman, President of Reliance Jio, about 5G transforming the Indian society.
Thank you, Börje, for inviting me to say a few words as we embark for MWC 2024. 5G SA has so much to offer. Though India may have come late to the 5G party, today we at Jio are the world's largest 5G SA-only deployment. In 11 months, Jio deployed over 1.1 million 5G SA cells. That's what we call deploying at Jio scale, with one 5G cell deployed every 10 seconds using our own 5G SA core. Today, with over 100 million 5G SA customer and a total subscriber base of over 470 million, Jio is the largest data network in the world, carrying over 14 exabytes of data a month. Geo is already leveraging the slicing capabilities of our 5G SA network, delivering differentiated and enhanced services to our customers. From Open RAN to Open APIs, to Edge APIs, to semiconductors, to AI ops, at Geo, these are all playing a key role in our network build and how services are delivered. 5G SA paired with FTTH and FWA are the foundation for what's next in our connectivity opportunity, driving truly life-altering disruptions and innovations. And while these offer potential for societies, for economies, and individuals worldwide, this continued transformation is not without its challenges and risks. As an operator community, we have a critical role to play. From generative AI to the recently launched Soros, to say the world is in transformation is an understatement. Driven by gigabit connectivity, intelligent compute, and digital everything, it is imperative for our industry to not only leverage these to its fullest potential, but do so in a manner that ensures privacy, security, and equal opportunity. The continued transformation of India, driven by its digital public infrastructure and its impact on the new global economy, is at an inflection point. Along with Geo, these would not have been possible without our trusted partners at Ericsson. We look forward to working together with Ericsson and others in delivering higher value and meaningful services to our greatest asset, our customers.
As we create these differentiated high-performance networks and exposing them to the ecosystem, we have opportunities to build a lot more innovation in our industry. Can you expand a little bit on how you see this going forward?
Oh, you're right. You know, the exciting thing was the consumer. So the consumer really digitalized on top of a 4G network. We created an app ecosystem, but in reality, that was a best effort network. And it was also the CSPs monetized that through monthly subscriptions. But as we now enter enterprise digitalization, I don't think best effort connectivity will be good enough. And that's where 5G comes in. 5G offers new features, new capabilities, again, speed, latency, etc., that will actually be well suited to create this type of differentiated network experience needed to digitalize enterprises. And of course, to harness this innovation, I think it's not only the capabilities are needed, it's also how we expose them and how we make them available to the user of the network. And this is really where the APIs come in. So network APIs, in a way, is a way to allow the mobile networks and the applications to talk to each other in a standardized way. And by exposing and monetizing those network APIs, we can also create a new monetization model for the CSPs, but we also create a new exciting way to create new applications, leveraging the capabilities of the network. Here is where our favorites come in, the developers. They will be the ones, the entrepreneurs, the innovators, that create the new type of applications using what can only be delivered through the network. So if you put it very simply, I like to think that with network APIs, we put the power of the network at the fingertips of the developers.
That's an amazing opportunity to really build that innovation across the ecosystem. And it really is about an ecosystem and not an ecosystem, right? Oh. So we are working with different partners across the whole entity of building a network.
You're absolutely right, Cecilia. This cannot be done by us alone or by anyone alone. It requires us to work across the whole ecosystem. Of course, what we can do, we can provide the cloud-based programmable networks, and we can expose the network capabilities through network APIs. But we're focused on bringing the whole ecosystem together with many different type of industry players.
Exactly, and I know you recently shared views around this with Michael Dell, CEO of Dell Technologies. So at this point, let's move over and look to the conversation between Börje Ekholm and Michael Dell.
Yes, I'm here with Michael Dell. So Michael, thanks for joining us here at Mobile World Congress. It's great to have you here.
Thank you so much, Börje. It is wonderful to be with you and great to be here in Barcelona. This is actually my first MWC, if you can believe that. And you know, digital transformation is really a exciting topic, and you know, lots for us to discuss today, for sure.
That's for sure. I think we're at an exciting part of the industry right now. And of course, Dell is really known for, call it digital transformation, digital infrastructure, networks, IT. You've built a lot of experience. So what do you see that you can bring now to the telco industry?
So I think, you know, we've seen this digital transformation in different verticals, you know, occur at different rates. And the telecom industry has a lot of unique aspects, as you know, and the network in particular is relatively new to digital transformation. And you know, our experience in helping the world's largest banks and pharmaceutical companies, retailers, manufacturers, I think is highly relevant to telecom. We believe that the network must become a cloud, right? And it must achieve cloud economics and achieve cloud agility, especially in the ability to launch new services. And there's just enormous opportunity in front of us as we move toward AI and generative AI, and you know, we're going to help make all that happen. So it's going to be a meaningful collaboration, companies like Ericsson and Dell together to make it all happen.
Collaboration will be really critical for the industry, and we need to change that a bit. It's a bit different, I think, in the future than it's been in the past. So we're of course really proud of the contract with AT&T to help them on their journey, but you're a partner there as well, so it's really a very valuable partner for us, having Dell on board in that transformation as well. But I think you touched upon AI. I think AI is a really important topic covered here at Mobile World Congress, but we have it in all customer engagements. So how do you see that panning out in the telco industry?
Yes, we are very excited about AI in telco, and really in three areas. The first, I would say, is enhancing the network itself. And this is all about machine learning and fine-tuning the hardware and software performance to reduce energy consumption and improve reliability. Then it's going to be network operations. This is going to be about maximizing, you know, zero-touch operations and using generative AI to support infrastructure lifecycle management. And then, you know, the telecom industry just has an incredible opportunity ahead of it because all the data that's being created. You know, if you have no data, you have no AI. If you have bad data, you have bad AI. And the data is at the edge. The data has gravity. And the telcos are the edge, right? 10 million points of presence. So I think it's an incredible opportunity for the telecom industry, given the presence at the edge. And that is going to require some new innovation, but working together to help network operators, you know, realize that AI opportunity. That's why we're here.
Yeah, that's super exciting. I think the future is going to be, again, always more exciting than the past, right? It will happen again. But as you started out there, I think in addition to the AI, we have a big transformation of the networks moving to become, as you said, a cloud. In reality, they have to be flexible, scalable, much faster at introducing new services. So how do you see that migration happening in practice?
I think for that migration to a network cloud to happen, you know, three things really need to occur. The first is the operators have to determine what is the cloud layer and, you know, abstract the software from the applications and the hardware and standardize, radical standardization across the network. That's where you get TCO savings, and it's mostly in the form of, you know, operational transformation. Next, it's going to be mandating application compatibility on top of that abstraction layer and driving application maturity from physical to virtual to cloud, and again, radical standardization and consistency is super important. And then finally, having a compute platform that is remotely serviceable and easily upgradable and supports the enormous diversity of silicon and the upgrade cycles that occur with silicon. You could have 3 or 4 of these within an entire G generation. So it's a real shift in paradigm for operators to think about infrastructure before applications, but it's proven. We're very familiar with how to do this in private, hybrid, and multi-cloud programs, and this is the way forward.
It's a super exciting journey ahead of us, and we see this whole migration towards becoming cloud-based networking for the future will require big changes. It will require the way the operators deploy networks, the way they run the networks, the way they monetize the network. So it's actually across the whole ecosystem. And that's where I think it's interesting, the partnerships that we have to build for the future, like with yourself, right? How will that pan out? How do you see the ecosystem kind of helping the telcos transform here?
We are big on partnerships, and certainly, having an ecosystem drives innovation faster, combining the strengths of different companies, leaders like Ericsson and Dell coming together to bring these solutions to life. And look, I think we're on the right path. The AT&T win that Ericsson had is a great example of that. We're thrilled to be a part of that and supporting their vision for open, interoperable network. The key is going to be to capture the learnings, to industrialize it, and be able to repeat it. And look, there's going to be some advice, some consulting required to make it all happen. Ultimately, I think the network can become a valuable cloud platform and be a place for innovation when we consider the needs of the edge as much as we consider the needs of the RAN, and invest in the framework and tools to enable that application development environment and that platform. And the work we're doing together to collaborate and build and deliver compelling solutions for operators that they can trust and leverage as an ecosystem is going to give them the confidence to deploy it at scale. So again, super excited to be working alongside you. Our teams at a technical level have collaborated incredibly closely, and that's what brings us here today.
No, it's. I think it's a really exciting future we have, and what really excites us at Ericsson is that the network is coming back at the center and can kind of be the launch platform for a lot of innovation. And I think that I can't really wait for that to happen. It's kind of our heart of the business. Anyhow, big thank you, Michael, for being here. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for being at the Mobile World Congress.
Thank you.
Wish you good luck for tomorrow for your speech as well.
Thank you so much, Börje. Great to be with you.
Thank you.
Börje, it's been a true pleasure to be with you today and kick off Mobile World Congress together. Are there any final thoughts you want to share around as we're heading into the future?
I like to think, simply put, that our ambition is to put the relevance of the network at the center again as a differentiator for digitalizing society. So this requires a fundamental change of the industry and how the industry works. It requires us to build programmable, cloud-based networks, but it also requires new ways to expose those capabilities. And that's where we come in as Ericsson, and I think that offers a magnificent future for, of course, for us, but most importantly, it helps the whole industry. And that's a challenge we have together, and I really like our customers, our CSP customers across the board, our enterprises and developers to get on this bandwagon to make this change a reality.
So let's drive this positive change together. Thank you, Börje, for being here to kick off Mobile World Congress together with all of our listeners.
Thank you. It's been great to be here.
And now it's time to turn to the show floor. I mean, this broadcast is also about bringing Mobile World Congress live to all of you out there globally. And what could be better in immersing yourself in the experience from the actual show floor. So at this time, it's my pleasure to hand over to Karin Levander right there in the middle of the circus to show you the best of our technology.